So today is a great day. Now, there's a multiple things that are occurring right now, and I'm just going to break each one down step by step so that way you guys can understand what's going on, and that way you can do the same thing with your life. So, let me give you guys a quick recap of December. It's currently December 30th. I'm rebooting my new YouTube channel. I'm going to be documenting this entire come up. So that way, right, everyone can learn what I do step by step. Okay, so I have a company called Find Me Staffing Solutions. This one has done over $410,000 cash collected so far this year, right? From that company alone, my profit margins were great. The only thing is I spent more money than I made. Now, the question is where did that money go? Great question. I'm glad you asked that. Well, where it went, I really don't have an answer. It went through people. It went to marketing that didn't work. It went to charities. It went to failed projects. I lost over $100,000 in 2 months on one of the projects. And, bills, payments, credit cards, etc. Right? And now the reason why I'm saying this is because in the last 30 days, I also have started 2 more companies, right? One is called Infinite Closers. The other one is called Amazon Mastery, right? Now, the reason why I'm filming this is because we're filming the entire come up. So right now, if I had another screen, I'd show you, but maybe we can edit it right here. This is my bank account right now, all right? And this is how much credit card debt I'm in. And I also owe about $37,000 to client refunds that I need to pay off because I failed delivering on these services. And now they didn't initiate the refund. I actually called them and said, hey, I failed on the services. I would like to give you a refund, and it's just not right for me to take any sort of money from you for these projects because I just failed completely on the delivery. So, but I don't have the money to pay them yet, right? So that's the game, right? And even if they did charge back the money, there is no money to get because I don't have enough money in my bank account to actually even refund them, right? So I'm documenting this entire process. Right now, I'm sitting here in my BMW. This BMW here, it's $1,100 a month, right? And so a lot of money comes in and a lot of money goes out, okay? And I bought this car, almost 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, right? When I was working at a sales job in my previous company and where I was making $30,000 to $40,000 a month consistently, right? With no overhead, just straight as a W-2 salesperson. Now, I'm filming this here, and this is like a brand new start of a new YouTube channel where I'm actually building something massive. And only people that have a big vision, only people that are a part of a long-term game and a long-term growth and are not just in it for the money actually see the vision and they want to be a part of it. So I have 4 employees now that work. I had 4 employees, right? And I went from just being this scattered business owner, like a lot of things going on, a lot of things going wrong. I can't tell my team what's going on because if they do, it'll be bad news and then that'll give them a reason to leave, etc., right? And I'm keeping them paid. I pay them first. Like, I don't give a fuck if I can't pay my rent or my car. I'll pay them before I pay myself. That's just the kind of person I am. And so that's actually happened a few times, right? But in this last 30 days, okay, something really, really insane happened. My company, Find Me Staffing, was just about to go under, right? Literally. Like, I didn't have any deals coming through. I didn't have any pipeline. I didn't have any clients to pay. I didn't have any money coming in. I was basically fucked, okay? Now, there's 2 things you could do. 1, you could give up, or 2, you could keep going. I chose option 2, and I will always choose option 2 because it ties into my self-respect. I could never, ever, ever lose my self-respect. The day I lose my self-respect is the day it just won't happen. But I read a quote, and it goes something like this. You should rather die, get killed, slaughtered, embarrassed, or fail completely. It's better to do all that than lose your own self-respect. Once you lose your self-respect, your life is over, essentially, right? Like your own personal integrity, your ethics, your vision, your goals, your dreams. You lose your self-respect, forget about life, okay? What ties into me is my self-respect. Okay. And that self-respect is worth more than anything. I don't care about this BMW. I don't care about my apartment. I don't care about making money. What I need is my self-respect. And so once I tied that into my self-respect and I focused solely on my self-respect, everything got better. Since then, I hired 2 people for me. I'm almost going to hire the 3rd one that are in person here in the States. My VAs, they're I don't really call them VAs, but they're in Argentina. Those are my recruiters. They're freaking amazing. Best team on planet Earth, hands down. You guys probably wish you had people like that on your team because they're freaking top notch. But what I'm saying is my first guy that I hired, his name is Caleb. I told Caleb he was working for a $50 million a year company. He was making $4,000 to $5,000 a month. I told him, hey bro, I'm in debt. I barely have any money in my bank account and I owe these clients this much money. I'm very open with my finances. With my team, with my executives especially, it's very, 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 very important that we are very, very clear on our financial situation, how much money we have, how much debt we have, because the more clear we are as a team as on our personal finances, the better we can communicate and we know what's going on, right? And we correct someone if something's out. And I told him everything. And I said, but I'm building something and I'm building something huge and I'd like you to be a part of it if you'd like. You could honestly not work for me. You could work for all these other guys and make more money right now, but I promise you we're building something big. What he did is he said, done. He called his boss that day, fired, moved over here to Clearwater from Miami to work with me. Another guy, his name's Paul. Paul was working for $1 million a month company. He scaled it from 0 to $1 million a month. That guy can work for somebody else making 50 grand a month. No, probably not 50. He'd probably start out making like 20 to 15 grand a month if he moved companies, worked for someone else. Same thing, told him my financial situation. Hey man, I got this, I got that refund, debt, etc. He said, dude, I'm not tied to some financial thing, okay? I want to create something. I want to create something big. So bang, he joined my team. Now, both of these guys don't have any guarantee of pay. I hope you guys understand that. They're not walking in with a salary. They're not walking in with some paycheck. Same thing with my sales guy. My sales guy, Clay, said, hey man, we're running ads a little bit right now. We just started running ads. We're getting stuff together. You probably won't make any money your first 30 days or so. He's like, dude, you're a fucking good dude. You inspire me. I want to work with you. Bang, he's on the team. Okay? Now, the reason why I'm saying all this is because people, great people, they are tied, high-toned individuals that have a good purpose. They are tied to a purpose and high creativity over any single dollar amount. They'd rather create something, use their powers, become great at a skill, be able to use their own power, their own self-respect, their own integrity, their own superpowers that they have in themselves to create something on their own self-determinism and make less than work for somebody else and be soulless and make more. And as a business owner myself, now that I'm technically running 3 different companies right now, and we're all launching them at the same time. Now, some people may say that's crazy. Good. It should be crazy. I'm applying a policy right now. I'm applying add more problems when you have a problem. When you have a problem, double up the problem. If you can't handle those 2 problems, add more. Why would you try to just focus on one problem? Add more problems. Just add more problems to the plate. You'll become more successful anyways, right? So it's a Saturday. It's about 2:39 right now. And I'm just sharing that with you guys. And I'm just sharing that with you. So if you're in this spot, if you're in this situation where you're not sure what you want to do, you're kind of lost, you want to do something, but you're scared, or you have people telling you don't do it, I promise you, if you focus, let me fix my camera here. If you focus on your self-respect and you do what your self-respect tells you to do, whether it's more money or less money, do it. Do not have the money be the decision maker on what you do and what you don't do. Allow your own integrity and your own goals and your own growth be that decision maker, because that's going to be the thing that helps you be more fulfilled in life. So this is the first YouTube video, and be along with the journey. I'm not promoting this. I'm not going to be promoting this on my sales, on my Instagrams, on anything. I'm just looking to silently build this channel. That way, 3 years from now, or even 1 year from now, people can look back at a video like this and be like, holy shit, okay, we started from 0 and now we're on the come up. Okay? So anyways, that's really what I wanted to say. If you have a goal in life, and if you have a target that you want, or you want to work for a mentor, one thing that worked for me is when I was dead broke and I'm living in Erie, Pennsylvania. I'm 27 years old right now. I grew up in Erie, Pennsylvania, where the average income is $24,000 a year. It's a very small town, and it's a great place, by the way. I love Erie. I love Erie, Pennsylvania. If you guys watch Undercover Billionaire by Glenn Stearns, you'll get a good view of what Erie, Pennsylvania is, because he did Undercover Billionaire there. But when I was 15 to 22 years old, I did drugs almost every single day. Every single drug you could possibly think of, except for like the hard ones like heroin, crack. Anyways, yeah. Those like really, really, really hard drugs, okay? I did them, okay? And on the age of 22, I left my hometown. I was making 40 grand a year. I made 30 grand a year my first year. I made about 40 grand my second year selling cars. And I moved down to Miami to chase a dream and work for a mentor of mine. My mentor is the mentor I had. He was a super, super successful guy, billionaire, right? Super successful dude. And when I went there, I had a lot of opportunities to make a lot of money other places. But I went there for the sole reason to learn and to create. It wasn't for the money. I told myself, dude, I don't care if I'm a receptionist there. I need to be in that environment. I need to be there. I need to be in the environment. I need to create something. My first year, I made 150 grand. Second year, I made 310 grand. Third year, I made $428,000. Fourth year, I did $267,000 in income in less than 5 months. And then I started my business. And within my business, I made over $500,000 in the last 18 months. Okay, cash collected. It's not revenue, it's cash collected. 90% of it, word of mouth, referrals, power base. 2%, ads. Okay, right? Probably even less, honestly. And that was just pure grit, pure hustle, pure grind, taking everything that I learned and everything that I knew from the last company I worked with and applying it to my business that I have today. And now I'm taking on more responsibility by building an entire team, an entire executive team to literally launch this company from $0 to $30 million in a year. And it's more than possible. The only reason why it's not possible is if I fuck up, he fucks up, he fucks up, he fucks up, or he fucks up. If any of our individuals, if any of us on our team fuck up, that's the only reason why we won't hit our target. Now, I know I won't fuck up. He knows he won't fuck up. That other guy knows he won't fuck up. The other guy knows he won't fuck up. We're not going to fuck up. That's the only reason why it was fail. And so if you're a business owner, or if you're a young entrepreneur, or if you're a salesperson right now and you want to start a business, okay, it's very, 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 very important. If you have nobody around you right now that's around you telling you to do it on your own, then you're going to have to start alone. I started this business alone. But thankfully, I had a friend of mine that I called and was like, hey man, what do I do? And he told me what to do. Okay? But if you don't have somebody in your life that's guiding you into creating higher levels of production and purpose and pushing you to next levels, then you need to stop hanging around the people that you're hanging around. You need to hang around people that want to push you to be more potential and not be jealous. They want to help you create. I want people more around me to do their own businesses. I want people around me to start their own businesses. I want people around me to make money. I want my team to be making 50 grand a month. I want each person on my team to make 50 grand a month. I want to pay my people. It doesn't matter about me, bro. I don't care about making $6 million a year income. Would it be great? Yes. Am I going to do it? Yes. Is it going to happen? Yes. Am I going to be happy when it happens? Yes. But if it's just me that's winning, that means I failed as a leader. As a leader, my responsibility is to give my power to my people so that way they can operate on their own creativity and operate at a high level with their own self-respect, integrity, and creativity in. So I'm about to go to the gym, hit a cold plunge, do some stretching. It's a great Saturday. I'm going back to my church this afternoon, doing some self and personal development in. And this is the first video for the YouTube channel. Okay, so here we go. Scaling to $30 million in a year. You guys may think it's real. You guys may think it's not real. If we fall short of the target, we fall short. But if we fall short of 30 mil and hit 20 mil, dude, guess what? It's still 20 mil. I'd rather fall short of 20 mil, or I'd rather fall short of 30 mil than 100 grand. So choose your think, man. All right, let's have a great day. My name is Chris Dietz, and I own Find Me Staffing Solutions, Infinite Closers, and Amazon Mastery. Let's have a great day. I'll see you guys.